Hey, what is up guys? I'm Olivia. Welcome to Mind Blown. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to draw bongos. If you don't know what bongos are, they are drums. They're like a type of drum. This is what they look like. Okay, so for those who don't know what bongos are, this is what they look like. They're basically just two drums connected together like that. Okay, so that's what we're going to be drawing. We're going to be drawing bongos. So before I start, just a quick update. So you know the video that's labeled important, please watch. If you haven't watched that already, please watch it and give a like on that video so I know you guys watched it. So in that video I said that I'm going to be posting new videos on my channel, and the new videos I'd be posting were gymnastics, me teaching you how to do gymnastics. Then right after I said that, I realized, oh no, I can't do that. There's just problems with me teaching you guys that I could only help with in person. So I decided what a great way to substitute that in learning how to draw, because I love drawing too. I love drawing just the same as I love gymnastics. So let's get to drawing bongos. Remember to have your paper, your pencil, whatever you have to draw with, and let's get started. Okay guys, in order to draw bongos, so the first step to drawing bongos, make sure you have your pencil or, whatever you have to draw with, whether that's like a pencil, a pen, whatever you have, and make sure you grab your sketchbook right now. I'll give you a moment to pause the video so you can do that. Okay, so first step in drawing bongos is, so let's draw like two round shapes. So the reason I have my paper this way, long ways, instead of this way, is because then it leaves me just more room to draw and sketch. I'm sorry if it's like hard to see my pencil lines, because I'm drawing very light in case I make mistakes and stuff. So first, on one side of your paper, let's draw a line that looks sort of like this. A bowl shape, or like a long U, or if you think about it, if you're drawing like some type of cartoon, your chin. So that's kind of what you're going to be drawing to start. On top of that, you're going to finish off the round shape with doing the same thing, but like the same thing you did for the bottom side, but on the top side. So if you have to, you can flip over your paper so it looks like this and draw it that way if it's easier for you. So that's what I'm going to do for this first bongo drum. And if your shape comes out kind of wonky like mine, that's fine. You can probably, if you draw light enough, which I totally forgot to draw super light, you can kind of just fix that and fix the shape you want. But remember, it's okay to make mistakes. You don't have to make it perfect. So you come out with something sort of like this. So after you've done that, we can move over to the side. You don't need too much space between it, because the bongo drums, remember when I showed you in that picture, they weren't spaced out too much. So I would say about maybe 3 finger width away. You're going to do the same thing, so just kind of measure out with your eye. So you know how I did that line to start. We're just going to try to do the same way I did before. Just like that. A little bowl shape. And then if you need to, for the next step, you can flip over your paper so it's easier, or just keep it the same. I'm just going to keep it the same this time and draw the top part of the bongo. There we go. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. I'm not a pro drawer. It's just fun. So remember, this part is the part where you like hit for like the drum. So now we just gotta draw the body of the drum. So let's start on the first one you drew. And let's draw, you can draw it angled or just straight down. But let's start like right here. Go down to about that. So after you've done that, let's do the same step, but on the other side. Start about right here and go down to about where this one stops so you can connect later on. Okay, so now let's do the same thing, but for the other part of the bongo drum. Let's start right here and just go down. Pretty simple, right? About right there. Now let's do it on the other side. Start right here and just go down. Perfect. So now to connect, most people are just going to want to do a straight line. Don't do that. You can if you want, but this way it makes it look a little bit better. So just do like a slight smiley face line. You don't have to do it super wide like that. Just do like a slight smiley face line like that. It'll look similar to that. So now let's do it to the other side. Smiley face. Oh, just like that. Not too hard right now, right? Okay, so now let's move on to the next part of the bongo drum. So now we just have to draw the thing that connects the two bongo drums. So let's start about right here and just draw a straight line across, just like that. Excuse me. Just like that. Now the next part, we're going to do something similar, but we're not going to draw a straight line. It's going to be arched a little bit. So let's start right here. And we're going to go in like that. And then it's going to stay at that point and then just go down till you connect. Just like that. Okay. So now let's add some decorations to this bongo drum. It's kind of plain right now, right? So let's draw a ring type thing. So we're gonna start about right here. We're gonna draw a line like that, and it's gonna basically follow the same shape as this part of the bongo. So it's gonna basically just follow that same shape all the way up until we connect. Now, we just do that same thing to the other bongo drum. You start about right here, and then follow that same shape of this one. Just like that. It's okay if it's not perfect, remember? Everybody makes mistakes. And now, before we move on with any more decorations, right above this line right here, about right here, we're just gonna do one more straight line across. This is gonna give our bongo drums a little bit of width and like into more dimension. So, and now let's move on to decorating our bongo drums. So let's start about right here and just draw straight lines that go down from that ring to the bottom of our bongo drum. About three or four of them. You don't need too much. But remember, you don't have to follow my exact steps when drawing. You can decorate your bongo drums however you want. But I'm just going kind of basic and sticking with the ones you can see at the store. But you can go creative if you want. Okay, so after you've done that, let's draw little circles inside these rings. Just like that. on both of them. So after you're done with this ring, you go on to this one and start just drawing circles. Just like that. Okay, so now we're pretty much done with our bongo drums. Just have to add a little bit more, just a little bit more stuff. So if you want, you didn't have to add this extra line with the thing that connects the two bongo drums together. But this just makes them look a little bit more 3D. So if you want to make your bongo drums look a little bit more 3D, so follow these steps if you want to make them a little bit more 3D. So remember, if you didn't draw this line, if you wanted to make it look more 3D in dimension and have more dimension, then do that. So then draw that line. And then what you're going to do is going to make it look like these circles wrap around the whole bongo drum. So it's pretty simple to do that. So all you have to do is just act like you're going to draw another one, but it goes like about right here. Just draw like a little half circle like that. So it looks like a little bump that comes off the bongo drum. Now if you want to do that to this side too, you can. Because this just makes it look like the circles are kind of wrapping around the whole bongo drum. And if you want, you can do it to this one too. Except this one, you know, I'm just going to draw on this one too. There you go. And now, what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to color my bongo drums, but what I'm going to do is kind of, with pencil, draw, since you've drawn these lines, I'm going to draw stripes in this one, but make sure to follow my lead. If you drew this line, if you didn't draw this line to give it more dimension, just do straight lines up and down like that. But if you did, follow my directions. So you're going to start about where you curved in like that, about here. And you're going to go a slight diagonal line, like that, and like that. Doesn't have to be too big, just like that. And now, to connect for this, you're going to go so like that. And instead of following that same line, you're going to go in a lot more. Like that. Now we can just color in our stripes with whatever you want. I'm just using pencil just to keep it simple and fast. But you can color in with colored pencils, markers, whatever you have. So I'm just going to color it in with pencil. I'm going to fast forward this part right now. Okay, so I kind of finished coloring this part, but if you wanted to take it one step further, remember you can use colored pencils and you don't have to do it with pencil or anything like I'm doing. So if you want to take it one step further and add these amazing details for a little bit more advanced artists, do it. I don't know how to make it look like it, but if you wanted to make it look like your bongo drums were used to play music a little bit, you can draw like little scratched up lines kind of like this to make it look like your bongo drums were already used. Just draw like kind of straight scratched up lines on your thing to make it look like your bongo drums were beat up a little bit. Thanks for watching my bongo drum tutorial. Remember to subscribe. My next goal is to get to 25 subscribers. So if you want to see more how to draw tutorials just like this, remember to hit that subscribe button and like this video. See you guys in the next drawing tutorial. Bye!